cancel me, right? Just Nate Diaz
Cancel
says
you
you
and your
should
bubble.
molest fucking egg yolk. That might
Pretty
be
much
a
we're all
thing.
canceled except for Jet.
Jet will say something one day. She said something about like, didn't you like yell at a nerd once? I don't know. Jet, have you done anything bad?
Probably. I've been known back in the day to be kind of a bitch.
Kind of bitch.
Back in the day.
Not
Bitch?
back in the day. She's actually been a really nice person, I will say. Oh my god, Corey's calling me. Corey's calling me. I just called him.
Good job, Corey Coleman!
Tell him to call you back later.
We'll
You're
be right
doing
back, guys. Hanging out with the chat. Tell everyone how you guys are doing. Be right back.
I'm doing
That's
fine. Matter of fact, I wish I could see the chat right now. There's not too many people popping up on the right hand side. How are y'all doing today?
Doing well. I ate some chocolate cake.
Nice. Seems like everyone getting their sugary bits on. What about you, babe? What you been doing?
I've been baking
Baking? What
cookies,
kind of things you been baking besides them cookies?
chocolate chip cookies, sugar
Nice.
cookies, the polvorones cookies.
Okay, Mrs. Crockett over here baking up a storm.
Crockett?
Yeah, isn't that still a reference towards the cookie lady?
Crocker, not Crockett.
Oh, I thought she was last name was always Crockett. I just
No,
fucked
babe,
that
that's
up.
Davy Crockett.
Hey, you know what? I'm not even getting to it because
Betty Crockett.
honestly, I don't remember too many of those names from growing up. Like, unless I actually deal with the product a lot, I don't remember any of the cooking utensils or anything or the brand names. So I'm not even gonna try
The
to argue
famous
with that.
baker, babe, the famous baker Betty Spaghetti.
I don't know
Hey,
what the
man,
fuck this is, but you know,
Jorge the Bacon is the best though.
I'm looking over here, man. Apparently, there's a rule about no moshing, and that's actually a good rule, though. Like, don't you hate it when you go to like a fucking like EDC thing, whenever people are just like grabbing on you and touching you? And
I
kicking
never
on you?
dealt with moshing at EDC though. I would like to participate in a mosh though.
No, but like even like not necessarily the moshing, but just kind of like the people just like on you. Like it's like I would wish that I can go into one of these things and actually hang out.
Oh, I know you would, Bubble Boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
good
exactly.
fucking luck. You gotta have your stomping boots on and shit.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Because
YouTube's
people
working.
be crazy.
Yeah, by the way, YouTube is working. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I apologize. Please don't hurt me. Please, no, stop it. Roxy, no! No!
Break his legs, babe!
But no, man, YouTube's actually working. So, guys, talking there. That's it. Bye. But, no, yeah, dude, rock shows, rap shows, yeah, there should be a fucking social distance rule just in general. Fuck this whole coronavirus thing. Like, no, I don't want anyone touching me and shit. God damn it, I can't stand this up. And by the way, with you, Ganja, like I would imagine that you would be irritated. People like, hey man, can you take a little smokey smoke off your little jitty joint?
Oh no, passing the joint on the left hand side is canceled for 2020.
Exactly. Thank you. Now you guys can actually save your shit. It's kind of funny how like that whole thing. It's like, hey, sharing is caring when you're like smoking something that costs like $20, blah blah blah. Like, no.
Well, that's the whole point of the environment, sir. Don't get mad at the culture. They didn't predict coronavirus or any kind of bodily fluids possibly causing injury to someone's lungs like that.
Still though. Well, no, it's still. I mean, the smoking causes injury to lungs. Come on, man. Now that side stream smoke, you're fucking me up. I can't even breathe right anymore.
Man, first of all, those studies have just been disproven. But you know what? I gotta sit there and smell your fucking fruity fragrance everywhere you go. But if I smell a little bit like Kush, I get cooked out of Red Lobster.
Oh,
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, people are like, yo, I don't like the smell of weed, but then they put on like fucking 5 pounds of fucking cologne or perfume, and you smell like the goddamn inside of a mall.
Did you say Kelowna?
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is.
It's just
Cologne or
I
gasoline.
I personally like smelling fresh and fruity.
Yeah, but fresh and fruity and then overpowering that it smells like a goddamn strawberry walked by them. They're two different things.
Well, I mean, I personally love strawberries, so I'd be like, delicious.
Yeah, here you go, Jet. This is all you. Just get some.
No, not delicious.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that takes me back to middle school though.
No, that's some bug spray ass shit.
By the way, no, this shit smells good. Fuck y'all.
Hey man, I don't have to take a shower. I got Axe body spray, bro. I'm fine.
I got nothing wrong with Axe body spray. I know people, and that's like a big joke, like, oh, people with the fucking it's like, no, dude, it's fucking nice.
I think basically everyone has a story to where like someone sprayed literally too much Axe body spray in school to where someone actually passed out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, it's better than fucking sweating balls.
My favorite was people would turn them into flamethrowers.
You can do it with anything, right? You can do it with deodorant.
Nah, yeah, you can, but like these specifically were better because it was all aerosol. And the kids learned as soon as they put a light to it, you can make a flamethrower. And I knew every kid fucking had a bottle did it eventually once. Try to make a flamethrower out of their Axe spray.
So fucking stupid. Why would you do that?
Because they're children, you have access to a lighter. That's why I don't sell lighters to kids anymore.
Anymore? Was there a time that they actually allowed that?
Fuck yeah, I used to buy lighters all the time, like when I was like 13, 14, 15.
Oh, dude, that's fucked. Really quick, I'm gonna bring this up because Gary brought it up in the chat. Have you seen that PS5 where the fuck demo thingy?
I don't think I have. I didn't know they were having PS5 demos already.
Yeah, no, this thing right here, dude. So they kind of showcase what it's gonna look like, and they got these shadow things. Let me see. I'm gonna fast forward to a certain point because
I don't
that's
see
all
no
it is.
UI, so I don't trust any of this shit.
Here we go. Yeah, so it's right here. Oh, wait, show Mandalorian, goddammit. Okay, here we go. That's
Okay.
actual gameplay right there.
I mean, that looks pretty fucking amazing if it actually is gameplay, but I don't know how much of this is just like a fancy benchmark that they're releasing, showing what the console can do for developers and for people that want to buy the console. But in terms of like most graphics games we're going to get with this aren't going to be up to this scale and level. Because it looks like they're doing Tomb Raider as a benchmark or even as an example piece of what the system can do. And we all know that Tomb Raider is just notoriously like hard on systems because they're trying to make the best graphical game. Matter of fact, they're the modern equivalent of Crysis, I would consider at this point.
Yeah, but I like how all these details honestly are not very like you can't really interact with them. It's just like, oh, it looks nice, and like, well, you can do that with anything, really. I mean, I can up the contrast on all my fucking devices and kind of get that going. So
I saw one thing where I guess it's not true though, where the screen in the middle of the PlayStation 4 like reflected the games you were selecting, and they'll do like different like montages on the video screen.
mm-hmm.
But like everything with the PS4 and just PlayStation in general, they like to do these peripherals that are supposed to add like aesthetics or add immersion into the gameplay or even to the game concept that you're playing. But it always just turns into like some secondhand peripheral that no one uses and maybe two signature games use, but they drop them in their sequels later on because no one wants to deal with the system. It's no different than when people had you manually aim grenades using the motion sensor on the fucking PS3 controller, and then every game after that fucking dropped it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But Roxy, what are you feeling about this? I mean, is this something that kind of like, because I mean, you've kind of stayed away from all those new consoles that came out in the last fucking like 10 years. So, does this win you over at all, or you not really care?
I mean, like, the biggest thing that I've noticed with trailers like these is basically what you guys already touched on. It always looks great in the trailer whenever they're presenting it because, of course, it has to bring in attention and all that other fun stuff. You have to garner, like, an audience of people who want to play it. But most of the time when you play these games, they don't even look half as good as that. So I'm kind of hoping they can keep some of the graphics that look pretty fucking clean in that trailer, but I also want to see some interaction with those clean-ass graphics.
Yeah, and I also want to see some purpose to it too, because this is one of those situations where like the light's gonna look really really cool because you're in a fucking cave and it's like seeping through little holes on top of the fucking like area and whatnot, and like it's shining a certain way. Of course it's gonna look cool. But Jay, what are you feeling about this? Does this look pretty impressive to you?
It looks good, but I'm pretty sure the game's gonna be short as hell.
And shitty. This play's just fucking walking around. It's like, all right, cool. Like,
I doubt they're gonna have like a fucking like game that's about more than 10 hours that looks like this.
Mm-hmm. Keep in mind too is like there's a part where they show her face. I'm gonna actually rewind this a little bit. Right here, they show her. Oh, come on, show me the damn illuminated face. Okay, not these guys. That's not
Show
the
me
game.
the illumination.
It looks so real.
Right here.
Yeah.
That looks like any face in any fucking PS4 game. Am
Yeah,
I right or wrong?
So the thing with graphics right now, I think they're getting to the level of Uncanny Valley, where they can only get cleaner looking. They can't get any better because then you're gonna deal with the problem of like the fucking Avatar or the Beowulf effect, where they try to make like CGI or like kind of like 3D animated characters so like lifelike that you eventually just make people freaked out, or the frame rates aren't as properly done on the characters, so it just looks like someone's like a stop motion puppet. So a lot of companies now are just giving up trying to make the most realistic human features or realistic looking characters because that just takes people into the uncanny valley area of disbelief where they just have a hard time really trying to enter games with the game because the graphics are either too jarring or it just feels like someone's watching a movie rather than focus on it. Not to mention all the development time that goes into all those type of graphics to even make someone's human face look right, let alone if you're doing an RPG or character creation. I can only imagine how difficult that show would be. So this is just seeing what the system would do at this top performance. I highly doubt any game is really going to take any kind of example of this. So maybe the Grand Theft Auto series, maybe the Cyberpunk guys, because their game has just been constantly been leaked that they got ridiculous shit in there that they developed over the time.
Yeah.
But besides those hardcore studios that have like huge $1 million budgets, almost on the scale of movie studios at this point, I don't see anyone really taking advantage of these graphics unless they're just easier to develop with. If it's something like what happened with the Unreal Engine, where they gave people a lot of developer tools and a lot of UI assets to help develop games or even develop like small indie products with the system, then maybe you'll see more indie developers take advantage of the system. But as far as like see it now, this might just be registered for people with like huge production studios or even major publications titles like EA or Rockstar or any of the number of the people that we see that are major corporations that can have multi-billion-dollar products that go in and actually produce games of this quality.
Yeah, Matthew's saying, hello, Nick Diaz. Hello there, good sir. And by the way, anybody in the chat, let us know what you guys think, too. But I want to bring up something, too, that another big demo that kind of, like, won me over, and I started realizing, like, it kind of has a few things similar with this, was Anthem, where Anthem was like, look at this expansive world, and you're flying through and you're doing all this shit. But the thing is, though, is that what they're showing is they're showing areas that are kind of isolated without all, like, the bad quality of the game and everything, saying, like, hey, you can do all this. Well, on that mission, it looks like you can do all that, but you really can't. And I'm looking over here, and it's like, yeah, this might look cool when you're around the mountains and everything, but, like, how many things are going to happen in this game and any other games that are going to give you a chance to see light reflected on the mountain, little pieces like that, whatever. It's not going to look that great all the time. Like, I want to see this, like somebody said in the chat, I want to see this in the city. Let's see how cars look. I mean, you can see, you know, like when it's raining. That's why they do this, too, by the way. Have you ever noticed with Grand Theft Auto, like, patches and whatnot with the visuals? It's always raining when they do it because rain makes shit look nice and
well, not that it can make things give like a nice sleek look. That's why a lot of the stuff in like Watch Dogs was rain kind of effects or water effects, because it just makes things look more slicker in the game, and I think it cuts down on rendering time. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm not surprised they're trying to do these light effects that blend out well off water. That's been something that a lot of games have liked. Hell, I would say Sleeping Dogs' whole premise is fighting kung fu in water.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, child, no, Roxy. Yeah, she's like, I want to see how realistic the grime on the city street looks with these type of graphics. Yeah, dude. Like, imagine like Liberty City, which basically is the New York of the Rockstar video game universe.
Stepping on a condom and shit.
Yeah, or those street farts when like the street has that smoke popping out. You know, I'm like, I want to be in there. You know what I mean? It'd be fucking cool.
If a tree farts and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Does it stink? That's a better
definitely
question.
does. It definitely does.
I would imagine street farts would smell really, really good though, like just nice and like fruity and like within the wild. I don't know. I'd probably.
Oh,
Street farts?
Wait, what?
you said fruity. Like, is it a fruit tree?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, they build those they grow those fucking apple trees and shit. Like, I would imagine. I don't know. Leave me alone.
I thought you like some other like type of tree to it. It's just like I'm pretty sure it smells like leaves.
Oh shit! By the way, people. So here's the thing. I know I had the thumbnail being what it is, but let me show you guys something. Oh, that's not it. God damn, that's a video game thing. No, over here, Double Toes has now started. So I actually had to get going, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thingy off. I'm gonna turn off Twitch so you guys can go watch Corey Coleman do his thing. We're gonna be on YouTube and on Facebook, so come join us. And yeah, take care, Twitch. Bye. And
you hoes.
You hoes, you motherfuckers. No, so since Switch is gone, I'm going to bring up this one last thing really, really quick. Ganja, have you fucking seen that Mortal Kombat 11 trailer with Robocop and fucking everything? It came with a new one showing gameplay. You got to be hyped, dude. Like, let me show you this.
Just show me. Let's see.
Let's see. Where the fuck is that? Where are you, Robocop? I'm trying to find you, you son of a bitch.
It's next to your fat material.
Why can't I find... Oh, here you go.
There you go.
Oh, that's this game's ass. God damn it. Why couldn't you guys just do a Robocop gameplay trailer only? You guys show all this other shit?
Damn, look at all these Robocops, man. I can't believe the variation in the different bots they got fighting each other. It's fucking amazing.
Listen, it's alternate costumes, you son of a bitch. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to find it because I'm showing too much trailer there, and it took forever for Expo to move over because, of course, Mr. Diaz has had the worst luck of all time.
That glimpse of Robocop, he looks like he's just drenched in lube.
So soft.
Which is fine. They need lube to oil up all the gears and shit. But no, here's Robocop right here. He's doing cool things. He's moving fast. He has all these cool weapons. Look at that. Electricity and everything. Nice combos. I told you, Ganja. You said that this is going to be bad. You say he's going to move slow. It seems like he's going to be moving pretty fast.
That just proves my point that they're gonna just pull out whatever they can in order to make the character viable for the combat fighter. It's no different than when they make like fantastic scenarios of why like Link can go up against like fucking the dude from Mother. I always forget the character's name. I think
Ness.
Ness, yeah. Like it's just a fighting game. Like I'm not surprised that they're doing this, but it looks like they're still treating him as a tank character because it looks like all his motions are very quick, short round ones that are just supposed to drag you into the other combos. So it looks like they are going to make him a tank character, but it looks all right, man. I'm not surprised. I do like that they gave him jetpacks for no reason, so he can like charge up his speed run.
Yeah, no, I thought that was cool too. Man, I had such a good time watching this fucking trailer, man. But Roxy, what are you feeling? I know you're not a big fan of the fighting games and everything, but do you think RoboCop is done well here? Because I think it's awesome.
He looks really looby, honestly. Like, I want to see. Sure, why not? He's from the future. Maybe time traveling like gives him like a nipple rash or something. So he gotta stay lubed up. But I do want to see like any of his other moves because, like Garrett mentioned, like yeah, it's pretty much a tank character. A lot of quick, fast, like more of the long distance type of hits, as opposed to more close range, like full frontal in your fucking face. So I kind of want to see more of his moveset and see more of his like, what's the word? Like his actions and like the weapons that he can throw. Because I feel like with people who are a bit more hesitant with like more of the hand-to-hand kind of combat, people that tend to hit people from a distance, like I know Gertz does that pretty often.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be one of Gertz's favorites, honestly. Because he tends to do more of like long-range attacks.
Yeah, and you see all these other ones here. I mean, these are all fucking brutal, but Robocop's is really cool. You know, did the nut shot thing and walking away like a badass. I think it's cool. Here's my only issue, though, and this is the issue I had with Robocop in general and them remaking it. But, like, that 2014 remake was cool because it had a cool costume for Robocop. That black costume, it was a modernized version. This one, I mean, you're playing something so badass like Mortal Kombat. I'm going to tell you, man, this costume aged bad. This looks stupid. Like, I don't like this Robocop being in the game. Is that something that's, like, blasphemy right now to say I don't like the original Robocop?
It depends on the fan base, but for a lot of big-time nerds, probably, yeah.
I just realized the Joker is in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, that blew my mind.
Yeah, man. But no, Sheeva's in here, Fujin's in here, lots of people are in here. But Jay, I'm gonna ask you, did you get one over on RoboCop?
I'll only basically be won over by RoboCop if an alternate costume of his is basically the one that one vodka robot is one of his alternate costumes. The set, what is it? Svedka?
Svedka?
That really gross ass vodka.
Oh, Svedka?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really.
I know you're typing it in right now. So Svedka.
Wait, SPD?
No, Svedka.
SVEND.
Jesus Christ.
DKA.
DKA. Okay.
Then robot.
All right, I'm gonna look this up, and I didn't. What the fuck?
You.
Patrick.
I said not RoboCop. Robot.
Look.
Erase cop and just put T at the end of it.
Well, you got it in the first picture there.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the fuck's going on. What are you trying to say, Jet?
It's right there.
This isn't a RoboCop, fool?
When did I said if he had an alternate costume that had this look?
Oh hell no! Why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? God damn it! This is terrible. No, that'd be a terrible fucking costume. And by the way, savagata kaka popu kaka, that fucking drink, whatever the fuck it is. Why can't y'all just name fucking drinks normal fucking names? Good God. Savatka. How do you say that shit? You know what, Roxy, I'm gonna put you, since you wanted to laugh and share earlier, say that fucking name.
Svedka.
He's right.
Anyways, guys, well, you know.
So fuck you.
I don't know what to say, man. But legit, Jet, were you won over by this character? Not the Svatka. That doesn't even fucking exist.
I already told you I'd only be won over if he had that costume, alternate costume that was the Svedka robot.
Well, I think that he's cool looking the way he fucking is for someone like you to get into it. But for me personally, a RoboCop enthusiast, I would rather have the black cool costume from RoboCop 2014. And you know what? If not
Plus,
that,
he's also not slutty enough for me to play.
you know what else? Why would I want to be? No, I'm not. No.
I feel like it might be an alternate skin, possibly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They might have crazy ones like blue ones and green ones and shit because that's what they have for lots of the characters here. Like you have like Kun Lao who has a complete neon pink fucking costume. You got
Yeah.
Sub-Zero who has yellow, like get-ups and whatnot. So I don't know. I can see that being the case too. One thing I will say to kind of get nerdy here, I don't like, and you guys couldn't hear the trailer when I was playing it, but the gun is just a regular handgun. It's like boom, 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 and we all know watching RoboCop, like it's like a 3-round burst gun. How are you not gonna include that in the game? What the fuck? It's just like, I don't know. I mean, is that a big deal at all to you? Because like they did that with Freddy Krueger as well when he had 2 gloves on Freddy, and I was like, he never had 2 gloves. What the fuck?
Didn't he get 2 gloves later?
No, not in the franchise, not in the movies or whatever. No.
Hmm.
1 glove, the right hand glove. I'd be mad if it was a fucking just a left glove, but they gave him 2 gloves. Bullshit. I'm fucking mad about it.
They give him foot claws.
Yeah, but anyways, well, we'll see what the fuck happens with this. Like I said, I'm hyped. I think that the gameplay looks really cool. I like all the other characters. I like Sheeva and Fujin and all these people. So with that said, we're gonna get the fuck out of here though. Ganja Guru, why don't you tell people where to find you and all that good jazz?
Well, you guys can find me at the Metropolis Collective, where I do a little show called the Lumati Podcast, and of course, Miss Rock's gonna be on there as a special episode as we play Tonight We Ride as a gameplay through for the Metropolis. But mostly, I am on the Lumati Podcast with the Great Birdman and of course the Ruthless Wonder. Talk about politics, cultural stuff, make fun of all kinds of different aspects of American capitalism. It's a great time. Go check it out. It's the Lumati Podcast, the Metropolis Collective, as well as follow me on Twitter at the Red Ganja Guru.
Oh, yes, people. So with that said, thank you all for chilling with us as long as you guys have. Oh, that music is loud. Yikes, 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 but it's all good. Thank you for chilling with us. We will see you tomorrow. Possibly it's going to be some video gameplay. I don't know what the fuck's going to be happening for tomorrow. And then obviously Chat Attack on Saturday and the After Hours. Goodbye. Thank you for hanging out with us. This computer sucks. We love you. But not really.
Beep, boop, beep.
Beep, beep, boop. Boop, boop, gaga.
Robocop. Zedka.
Cup.
You know what? I told me to look it up.
I didn't say Robocop, I said robot. You already had Robocop in there.
Listen.